you join me in the weird silent part of the desert where there's for some reason absolutely no background music or ambience whatsoever, and we just sort of creepily embrace the fact that all we're really hearing now is my voice and occasionally my breathing. it's it's like a fucking serial killer phone call. I'm sure we'll get some music soon, though. I'm sure in due time that this is nothing. This corner is zero. Okay, cool. Well worth my time. Ooh, freebies though. Freebies got an amber diamond. Is that something to do with the amber throne? It's got the same prefix. What's that? Looks like a turtle skull.
It's an Argor. They're extinct ancestors to the Sere. The vine peddlers up here worship them, even wearing fake shells to imitate the ones we lost over time. Argor lived deep underground, but as the world shifted, they rose to the surface. They became the Sere you know today.
Huh. Wonder if they're related to the Ulub. The Sere did like fighting with the Arok.
They built strange mechanisms just like Axis. Perhaps they're even the ones who glued him in. They're an extremely intelligent race, but at the cost of any social structure. The cultists are haunted by their own ancestry, passing off their hallucinogenic enlightenment as wisdom.
There must be a reason. Perhaps they didn't want their old lives back. You sure you and the others have gotten over your emperor?
With what we've seen, the Emperor can't be right.
Alright, what's this? Oh, a little monolithic relic. Just a little classic monolithic relic for me to revel in. What the fuck? Idlers no actors. Monsters. Oh, it's one of these. We'll turn that back off again then. Don't want anything to do with that, I don't think. To be fair, I might have to do some grinding. I don't know. I don't know how like powerful I'm going to need to be for the end of this game. So at some point we might need to go around and turn some of these back on, but we'll see.
Who let you up here?
Oh, thank fuck music. It's somehow even more awkward and cringy to be doing wacky RPG voices in absolute pure silence. Zap me back. Zapping's my thing. You can't zap. Very cool. We didn't really need to kill that guy. We just gone in a big circle, but as I say, experience, you know. Not that it was really very much. I might be over-leveled actually, considering how little experience I seem to be getting from. Oh, something's on fire. Why is Ara talking? Is this a flashback? I've already forgotten what voice it was. It like an American sort of thing? What are they doing? Was it something like that? Yeah, we'll go with that.
It's only a growing phase. Like rebellious children, they will mature out of it. Don't worry, it's impossible for them to cause any harm. Our legacy is safe. Ancient people forge black serpent-slaying swords. Only one remains. A weapon forged to bring down amber gods who had grown corrupt, with the intent of slaying the dragon. I'm always looking to slay the dragon, Mima. I wasn't wrong. Oh. It's only a growing phase. I don't know what any of that meant, but some ancient sword is apparently pretty cool. Why is this on? Oh, it's not. It looks like the same as the thing from outside, but it's literally nothing instead. Very confusing. What's this painting of? Is that Axis and some people like
being like, "Yo, Axis, what you doing over there? Why are you so tall? And why do you have big horns? What's your deal? What race are you?" I don't know if he was like warped by the throne or something, and that's why he's like a big demon creature, or if he is like of a ancient extinct race or something. What the fuck? What do I do here? Oh, we can walk out onto this. Just only in a specific point. I mean, this is nice. I don't really know what it is, but it's nice. I'll walk on the big, weird circular rocks. I feel like everything's just got very ominous and my phone just went off to spoil everything. Go away, phone. Everything just got very ominous at once. I don't know why we've sort of suddenly built to some big dramatic thing. I assume we're going to run into the Emperor soon, but... Oh, the old world. Okay. Would the Emperor have been back in that city we passed through? Is this is the... Is this the world of the extinct race, whatever they were called? I've already forgotten. The turtle people. Not really anything up here. I guess we want to go down and speak to those lads. The blue girl. You're too late. This place. There are strange creatures everywhere. Blue monsters. The blue girl. You're too late. This place. I'm going to say the exact same thing as my friend. The same thing as my friend repeatedly over and over again. What is this? I mean, I'll fight it. It's like a big land fish. That's pretty cool. It's a sundra. An ancient one at that. It is, however, unfortunately weak to being hit with a sword. Like, it is genuinely a shame how much hitting that thing with a sword did to it. I'm sorry. Feel a little bit guilty about that. The big landfish deserved a better fight. Doesn't mean I'm not going to murder the next one in the exact same way though, although we just found a rebel's helmet. 18 defense, 12 agi. It's not very good, unfortunately. I guess the agi is nice. Oh, double landfish. That's a bit more like it. This is a bit more of a threat, isn't it? You know, I was so eager. I was so desperate to have some background music again. And now we've got it, and it's very, very loud. And I'm suffering again. I really should have just turned the game volume down, realistically. But no, I'm going to suffer through it. To be fair, I've just remembered the reason I didn't turn the in-game volume down was because when I did turn the in-game volume down, certain soundtracks weren't affected by it, so there were some bits that were still just really loud anyway, so it was easier to do it this way. There was a good reason. I'm not as dumb as I think I am. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, man. I shouldn't have mocked the fish. The fish is actually very strong, turns out. Fish is a bit of a fiend. Just because it's weak to swords, so what? Most people are weak to swords. I'm especially weak to swords. Someone pulls a sword on me, I'm fucking forfeiting before it even gets swung, you know? I'm not getting involved with a sword. Especially in the modern era, you know. Someone pulls a gun, that's terrifying. Someone pulls a sword, they're a fucking psychopath. Hello, are you normal?
Another human, you'll die here too.
Oh, he's like a reaper. That's pretty cool. Don't know what his deal is, but I'll hit him with a sword a bunch. I should probably play it safe. Things are getting a little bit trickier these days. I should probably also use flurry more. I assume, just by very nature of it being a skill and therefore presumably being better than just doing a normal attack. It really doesn't seem like it's more damage than a normal attack, but I'm assuming there's like more attacks than it seems like there are, and it can only show like a set amount at a time, you know what I mean? Like there's more damage popping up that we're not able to clock all at once. Is this a thing? Is this a thing? This is a thing. Argorian relic. Very neat. Why did the music stop when I came up here? It's gone quiet again. Oh, is it looping? There's just like a distant rumble. Yeah, here comes the music. It's building up. It's ramping up. This guy's just a face and a pile of shit. No offense to him. But he's not exactly a well-defined fellow. I think there's a rib cage in there. I think. Sort of. I really don't think Flurry does more damage than his regular attack. Like genuinely, I think it's literally just a useless ability. Which is very weird. An odd decision. Possibly not the best balanced move in the world. Okay, I guess we'll fight the tunnely fella. Oh, it's not a June worm. I just expected another June worm. It wasn't that long ago that we first got involved with them, but instead we got this. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that. We can hit it with lightning, so that's something. Can we... That works too, turns out. Just gotta find the right damage types. I think it's just immune to like... Oh, it's immune to piercing as well, okay. But blunt works. Blunt works, we'll commit to blunt. It's got quite a lot of HP as well. I think it's just because I'm not able to hit it with my really strong attack, so it seems like it's got a lot of HP. I think that's probably the issue here, but... Okay, Starbreaker should work. Yes, good. Cool. To be fair, it's like a tree with armor on it. I assume it probably wouldn't have liked fire much if we'd still had Nuo. I might try Chimera Strike next time I run into one of them, if I ever run into one of them again. It'd be a shame if I don't. It's a very cool sprite. There are some very, very neat monster designs in this game, actually. I really like the series of increasingly weird goats that were just wandering around on the overworld. They were all pretty neat. Oh, speak of the devil. Hello. Do you like fire? Oh, okay. Oh, but I did turn it into a burned one. Does that mean anything? Oh, it means it does burning attacks. It means that. I kind of want to try stuff that it was previously immune to. But I also don't want to waste my turns. Do I need to heal? I can probably go another turn without healing, I think. Let's just try attacking. Okay, it only resists normal damage now. instead of being completely immune to it, which means overpower should still do more than naught. I don't understand. Unless Oboa's sword is slashing damage. Why did I press guard? I did not mean to press guard. And overpower is like neutral damage, and the two things are different. I haven't really clocked anything specifically that does slashing damage before. Nothing mentions that it does slashing damage. So maybe it's pierce damage, but naturally on his sword for some reason. I don't know. I don't like those anyway. They're quite tricky. Most enemies around here are quite tricky, in fact. Definitely feel like we're rapidly advancing towards the end game. I'm assuming this is going to be the last area before we're able to. We'll get some like secret technique here that will allow us to deal with the thing in the lightning cloud, and then after that we'll be able to finally go up to the Amber Throne itself, and that's where the game will culminate. Unless we just never go to the Amber Throne, we finish here and that's it. That's the end of the game. Ara changes her mind, decides not to go up there after all. It sounds kind of scary, and she's got better things to do. There's a rotting bulk as well as a hungering bulk. That one has like a shield on its face, so I'm assuming if anything, that one's going to be like more defensive. So we're gonna kill the other one first, I think. That's my plan. Theory based on vague visual concepts. Hit it with piercing damage fine at least. Wait, this is Ara again. Oh, but we're kinda slow though. Kinda slow. And also just did fuck all damage that time, is it? Has he got an attack down? He does have. No, Sira's got an attack down, Oboa doesn't. Oh yeah, he does. It was just taking a while. These could scroll a little faster. Or, you know, there's plenty of real estate on that bar. They could just be in a line. You got your health bar, and then you got a gap large enough to build like a small real estate complex. Like my forehead is smaller than that gap between the health bar and the status effects. I don't know why the status effects have to all be like they are instead of just spread along, but whatever, I suppose. Again, when I like a game, when I'm enjoying playing a game, I will nitpick the fuck out of it. That's just the way I am. If I don't enjoy playing a game, I generally just won't play it, so... Is that a new skill for Ara? Nope. God, level ups are slow at the moment. So long between learning new skills now, which I suppose is fair. Like, Ara doesn't have much left to learn. So, you know, to stop her getting capped out on skills, it does sort of make sense, but the other two still have plenty of cool stuff in the backlog, you know. I would quite like for them to learn something at some point. I think oh, hang on, I bet we need to interact with these, don't we? Yeah, okay, I've worked it out. I've solved the puzzle. I think it would have been cool if Oboa and Sira, because they were like later additions to the party, had started with like a bunch of points to spend, so you could buy like 2 or 3 skills on them, just to sort of get them caught up to the others a bit. Because I feel like Oboa is never going to get half of his skills at this point after joining so late in the game. Something happened. The commentary. Just like Ziminix's gates, just like the Arok's machines. Yeah. Are you sure this is Axis's kingdom? It doesn't look like a kingdom at all. Oh, this is Axis's kingdom, of course. They did mention that at one point. and I just sort of forgot. I just sort of relegated that information to unnecessary and therefore not going to return to my brain at any point in the future. Okay. So are we just like done with the Sare then? I really thought there'd be more of an issue with the Sare, but I guess we're letting them fight Evelyn, so that both of our opponents are sort of kept distracted while we get on with the important shit. Garden area compromised by social unrest. Please avoid entry. Oh, are these not enemies? Garden area compromised by social unrest. Please avoid entry. Steady on. You don't need to give me the full fucking Resident Evil dramatic music cues. I don't... All visitors requested to leave immediately. You are advised to not ignore this warning. What's this one? What can I assist you with? Oh. You can be most assistant, you can. Spending all my money, but fuck it, who cares? Okay, we can go this way. What was in the middle? I assume the middle was where we wanted to go, but this way seems to be El Progresso. Visitation offline. Kingdom currently locked down due to social tension. Please leave and return after. Return after what? Hasn't it been like centuries? I don't know, there's not been a specific time period mentioned, I don't think, but it's assumed, considering like Ara's little coffin thing got buried in the desert. Defense minus 100%. Welcome to the world disposal pit. Here humans are returned to the world. You are not in the Sheol network. Report to a column before continuing, or you risk being returned. Just give me 1 second here, pal. Just give me 1 sec. I don't know why that defense minus 100% thing is just permanent. I'm assuming that's like a debuff I'm stuck with at the moment. There's probably some way of dealing with it, but I don't know how that would be. Okay. Immediately poisoned. That's not great. So this is the world disposal. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure we can fight it. Just because it disposes of worlds, I'm sure it could be worse. Shall we just... no, we won't bother wasting that unless we actually know we need it. It does seem like it's going to be useful at some point, though. Now that's definitely not fire or lightning damage, so good to know. Overpower? It resists, but, you know, we'll take what damage we can get. Solar Storm. Why is Aura so Aura's so fucked because she just used Overpower, so her defense is even lower. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see if Skull Bash does... No, okay. World Disposal changed into World Disposal, did that just say? What does that mean? What does World Disposal turned into World Disposal mean? Oh. It does appear to be, like, leaking, though. It does appear to be having a bit of a bad time. Let's try a Starbreaker. Not bad damage. I feel like I probably would have been better off sticking with Nero instead of switching to Oboa, honestly, but it's fine. It's fine. We're not particularly struggling, so we can stick with the cool lizard man. We don't need to min-max this game too hard. Can't even remember what Popel did anymore. Kicked her from the party as quick as I possibly could. Oh. Outside. Hello, spooky man. He's like a red soldier, which begs some questions, honestly, because I was under the impression that no one had been in here for a while, but I guess they have? I guess the Empire's army popped in here at some point and all got a bit killed. I guess that's what we're getting at. Level up for Syrah. Defense goes from 1 to 1. Very cool. This defense minus 100% thing is... it's not great, is it? Oh, wait, you can learn a skill. I just assumed he couldn't and backed out again. Yeah, I mean, Purge is a thing I would quite like. Also Solitude. Also Serenity, I think, will be quite useful. Although Replenish isn't, hitting the entire party with the regen thing is gonna get some healing off, I think, and it's probably gonna be quite good. I don't know if it's ever gonna be better than just using an item though, and it's not like items are hard to come by, so I don't know. Lunarstorm is not great, honestly. I might just get the spirit buff, honestly. Let's get more damage on him. And we can get like a stronger lightning strike, get a stronger single target one, I suppose. Yeah, solar strike could be a thing. Or there's the Thunder Spire, which is probably pretty dope, but I need to get both of these for that. I think, yeah, I'm just going to get more spirit. That seems like just an easy, just straight up buff. Rebel's Hood. Syrah? Is this a you thing? 12 defense, 8 agi. Why are they giving me shit items now? What's the point? What are these for? What are we gaining from having some, like, mid-game... What is that? Oh, hello. Look who popped out the floor. Look who came to say hello. It's the Reaper. We didn't learn Solar Strike, did we? I was just thinking, oh, I've got a new ability to try, and then I remembered I actually don't. Sad times ahead. Okay, you get powered, friend. I'm not one to judge. You make your own decisions. Are you going to pop up, be all spooky, or are you staying dead? You're staying dead, I think. Oh, what the fuck? Wasn't exactly expected. What's up here? They all do it. Curious. Oh, I see. So those things aggro on you, and when they're in effect, you get the minus 100% defense. I understand now. Freedom. That's where I was getting the defense drop from. I did not get that until just now. So we want to stay away from those little fellas then. I guess. I mean, it wasn't the end of the world really. Although these guys just hit for 1300 without the defense debuff. So maybe these would be not to be trifled with if we had a drone following us. Is that a new skill for a boa maybe? Does a boa get a present today? A little something special from a lizard friend? Nope. Okay. Rebel. I'm not even going to check it. It's shit. I know it's shit. Okay, so we can go to the right as well as to the down and up here. There's nothing up here. Just this. An Axis Kingdom relic. Cool. Can't help but notice that Axis Kingdom is just robots. Obviously, there's some dead dudes as well, but like, was he? I was expecting like more of his species kicking around, but it's all just like ghosts and robots. The ghost in the shell, if you like. Wake! I've never watched Ghost in the Shell, by the way. I know, I call myself a weeb. I don't actually call myself a weeb. I'm going to attack this seed, though. Ghost in the Shell is one of those things, I've watched the first episode of it about 7 or 8 times, probably, because people keep telling me it's good, and I, like, make an attempt at watching it, and then just don't feel it. And then I try it again, like, 2 years later, and I'm like, oh, maybe I was just wrong to begin with. Maybe it is good, and I wasn't giving it my full attention. And then I try again, and I still don't enjoy it. And it's like, fair enough, I guess. It does seem like it's like a classic, though, right? It's one of those ones that everybody seems to like. And then I seem to have that problem because I could never get into Cowboy Bebop either, which I think is also a crime. It's got very cool music. I appreciate the music in that show, but the thing itself, I don't know, never clicked with me. I do like Evangelion though. That's the one. That's the one, like, classic 90s anime from like the first generation of when anime sort of made it to the West properly, you know. Not just Dragon Ball Z and that, but like when the weebs first had their first uprising, you know. Ava is very good though. I still haven't seen the remake movies, which were made like 10 years ago now, but I've been meaning to get around to them. One day. I just never have time to like watch things. I don't know what it is. I find like sitting down to watch a show to be like a massive time investment, which is weird because I sit down to play a video game for like 45 minutes to an hour every day for this channel, you know. But I think it's because I do that my sort of free time is very limited. So if I want to get into a show, I don't want it to be one of those instances where like I watch an episode and I don't have time to watch any more for like 3 weeks and I completely forget what's going on. I want to be able to like, you know, get through a couple episodes a day and just like really, you know, embrace the whole thing. So I just don't is what comes of that. I just don't bother in the end. It also doesn't help that like everything I start watching ends up getting cancelled as well, you know. That's always a bit disheartening. I watched The Dark Crystal on Netflix, which was very, very good. That was very, very good. Just from like an artistry standpoint, I guess. I mean, the world building's very cool in it as well. You know, there's a lot of very cool concepts, obviously owing to the original movie. But just the sort of masterful intertwining of puppetry and CG in that show is so good. Just genuinely from like a technical standpoint, just looking at it it's something to behold, you know. Okay, at least one of those two is going to get up. So let's see what's in this direction. Treasure. But yeah, anyway, I watched that and it then found out it only got 1 season and didn't get renewed, and I was like, well, that's a bit shit, isn't it? Bit of a sad time. This is the other side of the entrance hall. I don't know if we're going to get like we're going to do something that's going to clear all the black gunk at some point, and then we're going to be able to go in that direction. Whoa, why'd you pop up now? You were a bit late on the popping up. Could you not have popped up a little bit earlier? Is it like one of those horror game things where you walk past the corpse and it doesn't move and you lured into a false sense of security, and then you reach a dead end and turn around and the corpse isn't there anymore, and you're like, oh no! Oh no! You know what I mean? Is it like one of those? Oh. It blossomed. I don't know what that means, but I don't want it to do that, I've decided. It's not allowed to do that. There we go. No doing things on my watch. You'll be as apathetic and lazy as I am, goddammit. These ones didn't pop up. What the fuck? What? There was a thing in the pillar. Oh, it's a big flower, okay. So, this black gunk seems to be some sort of, like, what, parasitic fungal entity sort of thing that took over the city. The question is, was this the downfall of the city, of Axis's empire, or was it something that moved in afterwards? We don't have a lot of clarity on that issue. Hey, we did it. We turned a thing on. I don't know what that did, but, you know, pressing buttons, always a positive step forward in a video game. Always, without fail. Unless it's LT Surge's gym. I want to make it very clear that his name is LT Surge and not Lieutenant Surge. There's an extra period in there. His initials are LT. He's like Lawrence Thomas Surge, the third gym leader of Kanto. Okay. I don't know why, like, I'm guessing we're seeing, like, glimpses of the past or something when we see those bits, but I don't know why there's, like, grass in here. Because it's like a paved floor, and then we get a flashback and there's grass and, like, gravestones and stuff, like, as if this was soft soil at some point. Did the plants move in and do some paving? Hire a contractor to come pave over their yard because they didn't want to have to deal with the weeding anymore, you know what? What exactly is the lore behind this? Okay, so up feels like it's gotta be progress, so what's in here? Little secret box. You are not inside your cradle. Please return to it immediately so you may begin reintegration with the throne. Keeping this kingdom powered depends on you. Please do not resist. Oh shit, one of these is fighting me. That's not what you are. Right? How did you become this? You were just a little drone fella before, and now you're a big scary fella. With too many bodies in you. It does seem as if, like, the plant, fungus, whatever it is, was some sort of tool that was used in the city at some point. Like the whole integration thing that they're going on about. Catacomb Gorget. Sure. Yeah, it's like you could like interface with it at some point, like it was some sort of like not a bioweapon, but like an organic life form created to oh, that's actually not bad. An organic life, I've lost my train of thought now. An organic life form created to why does that lower my spirit? Oh, but reduces spirit by 5%. I completely misread that. Fuck, that's useless then. What the fuck was I saying, man? I get so easily distracted. yeah, the fungus was created by the people of the city, and they were using it in some way, like it was some sort of uh, means of joining a hive mind or interfacing with some technology or something, and then it, grew out of control or something. That's probably my best guess at what's going on at the moment. It like took over the city, sort of a rogue AI sort of deal, but the rogue AI was a fungus. None of them popped up, but this is very ominous that there's a lot of bodies here, so I'm just gonna real quick before we step any further through here. Hello? Uh-oh. Yeah, let's just stand on the caving in floor. That sounds like a good idea. Let's just stand there. No, don't try and attempt to get out the way or anything, Ara. Ara! Oh, did only Ara fall down? Are the rest of them still up there? Is this going to be a solo segment? Who's talking? The walls became frail and I began to wonder if I'd made a mistake. Axis, I think. Again and again, the throne is taken, but the people always come to reject it. Yet they never learn, they continue to take it, going down the same path. Perhaps the path is not what must be removed. Each of my daughters, sacrifice. A. Pure vessels for this ideal world every holder longs for. It's no longer in my hands. Through their struggles, I can only hope they someday learn. There were others. There were other daughters. Is that one of them? Fighting a dragon? Is that a real staircase? It's a real staircase. Oh no, it's a climby wall. Okay. Couldn't tell if it was like a painting of a staircase or what. The cradles they'd been in were coffins. Oh, fuck. You're back. We were afraid you'd been buried in that pit. It looks like we're in a room left beneath the Sky Castle. It must have never made it up. Sorry. Aura? Four coffins, one missing. They killed the others. And one of them was Evelyn. What was that? Yeah. 2 dead. 1 taken. 1 lost. You know what? I think something big's about to happen. It might be the end of the game for all I know, although I think there's probably a little bit more to go after this. So I think I'm going to wrap here and leave us on a big juicy cliffhanger. Interesting though that her name is Evelyn, right? I'm not getting that completely wrong. It's definitely something beginning with an E. The princess, who is now queen, I guess, is one of Ara's sisters, and the other 2 are killed. Quite interesting. Anyway, yeah, more of this soon. Bye.